What's up? What's happening? What's popping? What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to another great episode of Symone with the Sports. I'm Symone, bringing you guys daily sports talk. So if you're new here, if you're old here, and you haven't already subscribed to the channel yet, make sure you stop what you're doing, leave a comment, subscribe, keep rocking with me. Also, make sure you check out the links down below. The first link is to buy me a coffee to help fuel this channel. Y'all got any requests and stuff for the channel? Drop that coffee, you know what I'm saying? And some of your wishes for the channel can be granted. The second link is to shop the official Symone with the Sports, a merch collection. Get you the classic tee, the wavy tee, the Jalen Hurts tee, or y'all see the brand new drip on me? The fly or die crew neck. You can shop this down below in the link where it says Symone with the Sports merch. This comes in white, green, and black. And also check out the giveaway on my channel. But guys, turn your notification bells on because the videos are coming like boom, 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 and you don't want to miss a single video or a single live stream. So after all that, boo, let's get right into this video. So y'all, it is what, February? It's about 4 months till the draft, 3 months until the draft, my bad. It's 3 months until the draft, but guys, it's the heat of bowl showcase combine season. And I know I've done several mock drafts on the channel, a couple of mock drafts, but this is the time where a lot of dudes' stocks could be rising and a lot of dudes' stocks could be falling and they could seem overrated. So this weekend we have the Reese Senior Bowl, and the Philadelphia Eagles put out 10 players. They put out 10 offensive players and 10 defensive players to watch out for as an Eagles fan this weekend in the bowl. So let's go through the players, because I feel like if the Eagles scouts and if the Eagles media is putting out these players, then these are definitely players that the Eagles are going to be interested in come draft time. So make sure you check them out this weekend, and we'll continue to monitor their stock, because if they're putting them out on this list, I highly believe these are players we are already looking out for. So let's go through the list. First of all, running back Brian Robinson out of Alabama. They say Robinson is one of the handful of players in this game who took advantage of the NCAA extra year of eligibility this season. He began his career as a backup to Najee Harris. Najee Harris, y'all, who has hit the ground running, no pun intended, with the Steelers. Robinson finally saw the spotlight this fall as a fifth-year senior and helped set the tone for the Crimson Tide's offense. He's 6'1", 225 pounds. He isn't quite Derrick Henry, but he's big, physical, with enough juice to work both inside and outside while being a thumper between the tackles. Now, the first player on this list is a running back, y'all, and we've talked about the running back room. We love Jordan Howard. Jordan Howard is a mainstay, a staple, but he is up there in age, and we are going to need that power back, because Miles Sanders, we know, is not an every down back. We do need that compliment, and Jordan Howard has been amazing at that, but Jordan Howard isn't going to last forever. I really love Kerryon Johnson's development. I love what he's doing. He was a 5th round pick for us, and he came in and was able to impact immediately. But guys, Miles Sanders' contract is going to be coming up soon. It's going to be kind of this time to decide, should we pay Miles or replace Miles? Because we love Miles Sanders, but is Miles Sanders game changing? And Miles Sanders, like, enough to drop a bag on him? And also, Miles Sanders isn't always available, and he's not an every down back. So it is very limited the way we can use Miles Sanders, how often we can use him, and if he's going to be available. So that's a big question we have to ask ourselves, because I believe after this year, it's going to be time to consider Miles' contract. So if we have guys up in the pipeline for the low ski, especially at the running back position, I believe really wholeheartedly the offensive line, not all the time, but the offensive line can really make the running back. And is it worth dropping a heavy bag on Miles when we're investing in this O-line, and this O-line has been great for us, and it has a lot of guys coming up, and the O-line like Isaac and Landon Dickerson and Jordan Mailata, who are the future? Do we need an expensive running back, or do we just need somebody who won't fumble the bag and keep pushing? Questions that need answers. But like I said, the first person on this list is a running back. Next up, a wide receiver, Calvin Austin from Memphis. So we might see ourselves getting a Calvin that's not Ridley. So they say he's one of the most electric players in the class. He comes in a small package, 5'9", 162 pounds, but he's an explosive athlete who was a track star at both high school and college levels. He's a former teammate of Kenny Gainwell. He lined up primarily in the slot with the Tigers and was extremely productive on offense. He'll provide his future NFL team with a shot in the arm in the punt return game as well. He should be fun to watch this weekend. Next up, wide receiver Jalen Tolbert out of South Alabama. So Tolbert didn't have to go far to make his way to the Senior Bowl because obviously the Senior Bowl is Alabama. So he's 6'3", 195 pounds. He has impressive size, but he has a giddy up early in the down to threaten defenders quickly and make plays at each level of the field. Tolbert made some outstanding catches downfield as an experienced deep threat. Expect him to make some highlight grabs through this week at the Senior Bowl. Another wide receiver, Christian Watson out of North Dakota State. Watson has a very intriguing blend of size and speed. 6'4", 208. Watson made an impact at a young age for the Bison, scoring 6 touchdowns as a sophomore with Trey Lance at the helm. But don't let the frame fool you. Watson is much more than just a possession threat. He was a 2-time All-American as a kick returner. He averaged over 20 yards per catch over his career and gained nearly 9 yards after the catch. So out of these 3 receivers, I mean, obviously, I haven't seen any of these guys play, but just reading their blurbs, I obviously want to go with the guys that's bigger size because we have a lot of smaller, speedy receivers. So I definitely want to go with a bigger guy, and just popping out scouting report wise, I feel like we should really keep our eye on Christian Watson from North Dakota State. He seems like a dynamic dude, not only at wide receiver, but also as a kick returner. He averaged over 20 yards per catch in his career, and he gained nearly 9 yards per catch. 9 yards after the catch. 9 yards after the catch. So not just catching the ball, but making a play on the ball. I feel like that's definitely what we need in this offense. And then again, 6'4", 208 pounds. So he's already a bigger guy, bigger target. You guys know I want a bigger target for Jalen Hurts or who's ever playing quarterback. So yeah, I just think we need to diversify the wide receiver room. We have a lot of smaller slot guys, a lot of speedy, deep threats, but I definitely think we need to get the big catch radius, big boom, boom, boom catch, even with contact, true wideout. So out of those 3, popping out to me is Christian Watson, and I'm definitely going to be looking out more for him. So then we have a tight end, Trey McBride out of Colorado State. So they say McBride boasts a well-rounded skill set as both a pass catcher and a blocker. We love a tight end that blocks too. At 6'4", 260, he's built well enough to make an impact at the point of attack in the run game, but he's also graceful enough athletically to be a factor down the seam. He has good ball skills. He rarely puts the ball on the ground over the course of his career. Teams are always looking for well-balanced players at this position, and he fits the bill. So I like that. The tight end room we know needs help. Dallas Goedert got paid, and he hasn't really been the most consistent. I definitely believe in Dallas Goedert, but we definitely need a oomph. We lost Zach Ertz. Jason Kroon was hurt all season long, and we just need more oomph and more personnel, just period, in the tight end room. So I definitely see us going and getting a tight end this draft. So then next up, we have a couple of tackles, you guys. So we have a tackle out of Northern Iowa, Trevor Penning. We have a tackle out of Minnesota, Daniel Falele. And then we have a tackle out of Central Michigan, Bernard Roman. So that's 3 tackles to look out for this weekend. The one I'll go in depth for, Daniel Falele from Minnesota. The reason why I picked him is because he's getting comparisons to Mailata because he came to America and chose to go the college route instead of jumping right into the NFL. He was Australian. He's 6'8", 380 pounds. He never played football before, but once he started playing football, I guess he started playing football right when he hit college. He didn't play in high school or anything. He jumped right in, pretty much the same story as Jordan Mailata. So they basically say he's an immovable force up front. Immovable. So, like I said, he came to America, chose to go the college route instead of going right to the NFL. He became an instant starter for the Gophers on the right side, a monstrous human being who is a graceful athlete. I like that. I like that. He has extremely high upside that we put on display in mobile. So after that, we have a couple of quarterbacks on the list. They're not really going in depth on like the quarterbacks like they did on the other positions, but just to name you some quarterbacks on the list to watch out for, we already know Kenny Pickett, Desmond Ridder out of Cincinnati, Carson Strong out of Nevada, Malik Willis, of course, Sam Howell, Bailey Zapp out of Western Kentucky. So the names we already know on the quarterback list. But like I said, this list is not indicative of exactly who the Eagles are going to draft, but this list was put out by the Philadelphia Eagles. So as fans, these are definitely players we should be looking out for this weekend and kind of looking out for when we're doing our mock drafts and whatever. All of these, of course, are later round picks, except for the quarterbacks, of course. All of these seem like later round picks. But of course, this is the offensive side of the ball. We know all the big juicy talent this draft is really on the defensive side of the ball. So these are some offensive guys to look out for, because I feel like the offense hasn't really been getting much love in the mock drafts because, you know, it's a defensive heavy draft. But the things that pop out to me is the running back, because of course Miles Sanders' contract is going to be ready to go soon. So we kind of need to evaluate that and keep our eye on that. Definitely think we should get a running back at some point in this draft. Definitely think we should get a tight end offensively. A wideout. I definitely wouldn't be mad at a wideout. I wouldn't be mad at any wide receiver. I know a lot of you guys like Jameson Williams Jameson. Is it Williams or William? Yeah, Jameson Williams. But again, Jameson, and I'm not saying this doesn't mean he can't come to the Eagles and be amazing, but Jameson is another small guy. We have a lot of small receivers with the same prototype, and I just feel like we need to just diversify our wide receiver room. We don't need to have, and I'm not saying it can't work, but I don't know if we have all the same guys, like how are we going to be able to diversify like the play calling and all that. But I definitely think we should get a true wideout, because we don't have a true wideout. So I'm not mad at Jameson. He's a big playmaker. Alabama has worked out extremely well for us as of lately. And of course, he has the familiarity already with Devonta Smith, and I'm assuming Landon Dickerson, so he already knows guys on the team and whatnot. But when I'm looking at wide receiver, I particularly am looking for someone who doesn't have the same build and makeup as Quez Watkins and Devonta Smith, the guys we already had. But yeah, y'all let me know what you think. But like this video, leave a comment, subscribe, keep rocking with me. Let me know if you tapped in this weekend to the Senior Bowl. Let me know any standouts that you guys might see, and shop the official SymoneWithTheSports merch collection. And until I talk to you guys next.